Although the Suns did not get the ideal results for the 2019-2020 season, the conclusion gives hope to a fan base and the team from coming from multiple growing pains and playing from 13 below 500 before the bubble to closing out the season with an 8-0 run led by shining star Devin Booker and first-year head coach Monty Williams. The Suns surrendered Kelly Oubre and Ricky Rubio for a veteran and 35-year-old Chris Paul over the offseason. And what will this do to the dynamic, and how will Paul affect the overall function of the Suns? According to ESPN, the Jump's Amin Elhassan. Everywhere he's gone, he's made his team instantly better. That's probably because you don't have to fit him into the offense or get him up to speed or, into the flow because he is the offense. The ball is going to be in his hands and he's going to dictate who gets what. And he does it better than probably any other guard in the league right now and one of the best to do it in history. So I don't expect there to be chemistry issues. To back this, you can use his career with the Thunder as an example, as he took the franchise to the playoffs and further than expected despite his age. Paul also compared his past dynamics and his role to this one before the Suns took on the Jazz Monday in the preseason.
When I was in New Orleans, guys would come in and I was the guy who was sort of the staple, where they sort of had to try to figure it out. In LA, we pretty much had the same team year in and year out. So we were just almost fine-tuning things, right? Like, let's try this in the preseason game. Last year was totally new with OKC. Here, this year, we got a totally new team.
This addition, as well as decent three-point shooting and physical wing presence of Jay Crowder, should get the Suns in the top conversations. Even though the Suns will be in a loaded conference this season, be a big three of DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, and Devin Booker versus an almost one-man band as Phoenix was last season, as they did have 15 points per 100 possessions worse offensively when Booker was off the floor. Big man DeAndre Ayton still has a lot to prove, as the Suns may never be totally forgiven for drafting him out of Arizona over Luka Doncic. If he can prove to be a big low-post presence as well as help on defense, that hasn't been on a top 10 list in 18 seasons, this could help heal that wound a little bit. Coach Williams and Devin Booker both spoke on what they thought about the defensive struggles that led to the fall on Saturday to the Utah Jazz.
Just staying in front of the ball is something that we're going to have to get better at with this group and not rely on weak side help or DA at the rim as much.
We're helping too much a little bit sometimes. And then other times just relying on the help and letting blow-bys happen instead of just guarding the ball.
You can expect to see the Suns make a postseason run, but with one of the youngest teams in the league and the 11th best odds in the Western Conference and 16th best in the whole league to win the finals at 66-1 odds, this might be all for a still growing team with a second-year head coach. Make sure to mark your calendars for December 23rd, as the Suns will take on Dallas at home for the season opener. For your Phoenix Suns preview, I'm Olivia Eisenhower. Back to you guys.